I used to be a people pleaser, in my younger days. And not that I'm not so much anymore, but as I've said in the past couple of episodes, I kind of try to make sure that those who, for lack of a better way to put it, for those who deserve my attention, that's where my attention's going to go from now on. And I used to be such a people pleaser that even people who it didn't really make sense for me to try to please them in any sort of way, or try to, like, stand up to their expectations of me, or I used to go crazy about that kind of stuff and be like, oh, why doesn't this person like me? Why doesn't that person like me? I wanted to make sure I was saying things so that they understood, or that my intentions were understood, or whatever. And it also comes down to my communication skills when I was growing up, because I have a very unique way of talking and expressing my thoughts. And having such difficulty doing that when I was growing up made it hard for me to associate with a lot of people. And, that just kind of added to that. That just kind of added to that situation overall. So, one bit of freedom that I found, I went from one extreme to the other. I went from, being a total people pleaser and trying to get the approval of everybody, and, just trying to do everything for everyone, to kind of the reverse of that, and not trying to do anything for anybody, thinking that nobody deserved my attention, and nobody, was worth putting that effort to. Very few people, not just nobody in general, but very few people. And it was in a negative way. There's a difference between understanding that your attention needs to be put elsewhere and doing it out of love and respect for yourself. There's a difference between that and doing it out of spite. When you do it out of spite, it's more of building a wall around yourself so you're inaccessible, and that's not going to grant you growth in any sort of way. It's not going to be beneficial for you. It's not going to be beneficial for those around you. And a lot of people confuse putting these walls up with being strong and strong-willed, and I'm inaccessible because you need to work for my attention, or you need to work for my consideration. And in a way, that's fine to be like that. But if you have such a solid wall built around you that nobody really has the chance of breaking through, then it becomes a problem. And it becomes a mental problem as well for you, because then you don't understand why you don't associate with people. And then you start getting depressed and anxious, and a lot of other emotions go along with that. And it's all out of confusion for respect for yourself, and not allowing drama in, not allowing things that don't require your attention or don't deserve your attention into your life. And like I said, it's great to have boundaries. It's one thing to have boundaries, but it's completely another thing to shut everybody out and make yourself so that you're inaccessible. By letting people in and giving your attention to the appropriate people or matters that are worth it, opens you up to different opportunities to learn, to grow, and to find something out that you might not have realized before. I find it all the time now where I try not to judge right off the bat, and it's human nature to have like a judgment, or to have a thought about somebody or initial reaction to somebody, but not basing your entire experience around that initial thought is key to really understanding people, and to really finding out who you are as well as who they are. And I've found this a lot with people that I meet at work every day, people that I originally thought something about, and then I find out there's so much more in the background going on or whatever. Turning off my people pleaser portion of myself, it lets me take a more logical view, and put out my emotional feelers and let's just check their vibes basically, and make sure that it's not me overthinking it, and it's not me just trying too hard, and that can end up annoying somebody. And it's a beautiful thing, because then you start to understand where your respect boundaries lie, and you get to understand who really means something to you, because you'll go out of your way for that person, and you just can't shake the feeling that you need to do something for them, or you need to talk to them. That's a much different story than being a people pleaser. And I say this to bring you peace, because like in my life, it was such a stressor, and it was such a depressing thing. And like I said, it resulted in the complete negative flip-flop of that, and which is also a depressing thing and a stressor in itself, is building up those walls and, giving your all to everybody and then having it completely 360 on you. It's such a breath of fresh air to be allowing yourself to trust people and to determine how much of you're going to give to them, and determine who's deserving of that trust. It's very empowering, and it makes you happier in the end, because you're not closing everybody off. You're not closing off all your opportunities. You're giving yourself the chance to learn and the chance to get to know somebody or something. And it's a really important thing to keep in mind. Sometimes it's hard, especially if you've lived your entire life as a people pleaser. Sometimes it's very difficult, but there is a way to do it. And it's not about ego. It's not about being rude or nasty to anybody. It's about love for yourself, respect for yourself, and putting yourself first, and realizing that you are an important person, and your energy is vital to the world. And the energy you put out is the energy you'll get back. If you're putting it towards all negative things or all stressful things, that's what's going to come back to you. So, put it out there in a positive light, put it out there in a positive way, and don't wall yourself up. If you guys need any help with this, please get in touch with me. I have all my links in the show notes, and, follow me on my socials if you want, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye now.